Welcome, everyone, to the Better Love Movement podcast, where you will finally learn how to intentionally do dating and relationships right. My name is Anita Stoudemire, and I'm a licensed professional therapist and your personal love mentor. I've worked with thousands of singles and couples, giving them the skills needed to attract and keep the amazing love they desire. It's my heart's work to help people to get the skills needed to not only become the very best versions of themselves, but to help them grow and evolve emotionally and relationally. You can absolutely have the romantic relationship of your dreams. Come and let me show you how. Hey everybody, it's Anita back again this week with a new podcast episode. I am so excited about this one. So this one is kind of a compilation of everything I've ever learned about men, especially in the last 5 years. It is episode number 88, and it is entitled 10 Things Men Really Want from Their Woman. So if you are a guy and you're listening to this, I can already hear the comments right now, or just hear what you're thinking. How would a woman know that? How would I know that? So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. I want you to listen to this episode. If you are on YouTube, I want you to listen to it till the end, and I want you to drop down in the comments and let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm on track or not. Let me know. I need your comments on this one. If you're listening anywhere else, again, please leave me a comment. If you're listening on the website, you can leave me a comment down below, or anywhere else, and let me know what you think, if I am on track or not. I welcome the conversation from healthy masculine men. So 10 things men really want from their woman. Are you ready? So ladies, I'm going to give these to you in no specific order. I tried to rank them, and other than putting one specific thing at the very top, I really struggled. With trying to rank these. So I'm not going to give them to you in any particular order. But I really want you to ask yourself, if you're in a relationship right now with a man, how well are you doing? Like, take this list and really compare yourself to this list. Are you doing most of these things, all of these things, some of these things, or none of these things? So this is so everybody can learn and grow, especially my healthy feminine ladies. Okay, but these are things I had to learn as well. Some of these come very naturally to me. Others I really struggle with, so I admit that. But here we go. All right, number 1, men want time alone or time with their friends. And let me give you a qualifier here. So they want time alone or time with their friends, and they don't want their woman to make them feel bad about it, to make them feel guilty about it, to nag them about it, or to just pout about it. Okay? They would love it if you would just let them spend time at the gym, spend time in a sport that they enjoy, or doing whatever it is they enjoy, or hang out with their guy friends, and you not be pissy about it. Okay? Just allow a man time to be a man, either alone or with other men. It's really simple. So I hear this sometimes. Some of my male clients, they're telling me, I can't go out with my friends. I can't do anything, or I can't even just be by myself without there being a problem. And ladies, come on now. If you have a life of your own, this shouldn't even be an issue. And if you've been in a relationship for any length of time, you should be looking forward to your man spending time with his friends or spending time alone, and you getting the chance to do that as well. So if you're struggling with this, I want to just, have you work on this one. Number 2, and if I could rank any of these as being the most important, it is number 2, to be respected. And remember, I talk a lot about this. There are a lot of things that we ladies don't think is disrespect, but to a man, it is disrespectful. So here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Ladies, if you're in a relationship, if you're dating someone steadily, I want you to ask your guy, what types of things do you deem as being disrespectful? Like, be open to this feedback. I have done it. I have listened to hundreds of thousands of men talk about this and read lots of books written by men and read lots of relationship coaches that are men talk about this. And I get it. I finally get it. So the things that we don't think are being disrespectful to a man is disrespectful. But remember, a man needs respect like he needs air. Okay? It is so, so important that he be respected by you. And hey, what do I say? Ladies, if there are things that your man has done that don't allow you to respect him, then you need to leave him. I'm going to just cut to the chase on that one. There is no way around this. You're not going to sit there and tell me, well, he's cheated or he's lied or he's doing this or he's doing that. Okay, then you need to leave him. You need to go on about your business. Why are you with him if you can't respect him? So go on about your business. But if not, if you've had what I consider to be regular disagreements or things that you all don't see eye to eye on or what have you, I mean, nothing egregious, then you need to figure out how to respect him. And the first step is ask him, what things do you determine to be disrespectful? Okay. Number 3, this is another big one. This might come right under respect. I don't know. I don't know. To be acknowledged for what they do and give, to be appreciated. And let me tell you, I get this one too. My guys are coming to me, they're saying, I'm knocking myself out for my lady. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't feel appreciated, or she just doesn't even acknowledge it. And ladies, I've been guilty of it too, but I'm cured. I have found the cure, which is you are married to a man, you're in a relationship with a man, you all, let's say, have a household together, you've got kids together, and he's doing things and you're doing things. And what do you say? Oh, I want him to help me put the kids down, or I want him to cook, or I want him to clean up. And then when he's like, hey, I've been really helpful and this and that, what do we say? Well, why should I thank you for something you should be doing anyway? Why should I say thank you when this is what you're supposed to be doing? I'm guilty of it too. But here's the thing. Men are very different in that regard. They need to be acknowledged and they need to be appreciated. I get it. You both made the kids. You both should be bathing them, feeding them, putting them down for bed. But a man needs to be acknowledged. A lot of men, words of affirmation is their love language, that and physical touch. So you've got to say, thank you so much for helping tonight. Thank you for putting the kids down. Thank you for feeding everyone and cooking or doing the laundry. They need that. That is how they're wired. They have to have that feedback. That's how men work. They have to have that feedback knowing that they're getting it right. So let them know when they're getting it right. A lot of times when we're not doing this, ladies, it's our pride. It's our pride getting in the way. But I want you to put that to the side and let a man know, like, catch him doing the right thing and let him know that. Wow, you actually helped with the dinner, you actually helped with this, or you're paying all the bills, or whatever it is he's doing. Acknowledge it and appreciate it. Okay? Let's see. Number 4, they want to feel safe to express their thoughts, their opinions, and their feelings within the relationship. Let me qualify this one. They don't want to get pushback. They don't want to be demeaned. They don't want you to use it later against them. They don't want to be made fun of. They don't want to hear all the rah-rah. That's what I call it, the rah-rah, right? They just want to be able to express their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and you calmly listen, right? And then give your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, but they want to feel safe doing that. They want to know that you are the safe, soft place to land, right? Okay, so yes, I am newly baptized in this radical honesty. This is a new thing that I'm trying, that I've picked up. I read a book about this, and I have decided to become this person, this radical honesty person, where and don't get me wrong, I've never been the type of person in a relationship where I feared saying anything. That's never been me. Okay, I am the most courageous person I know when it comes to love and relationships and just putting myself out there. I've had to learn to be more vulnerable, but I've always been very courageous, and I got something to say and I'm just going to say it. Like, that it's never been me to just hold my tongue or repress. No, I'm not built for that. I say what it is I'm going to say. What I'm really getting good at is making sure that I'm kind, making sure that I'm choosing my words correctly, my tone correctly. Those are all the things that I am really, really working on. But in terms of the bravery to just say whatever I want in the relationship I'm in, or whoever I'm dating, yes, radical honesty is the way to go. Now, it's how you do it that's important. But yes, he wants to feel safe to do that. He wants to feel like, yes, this is a safe space. I can say things, and even things that, the lady's not going to want to hear or may not even like. But we got to have that safe space to do that. And ladies, you would want that as well. Number 5, to be wanted and desired. So sexually, emotionally, physically, okay? Some of you, and let me qualify this, okay? So the man I'm dating, I can let him know he's desirable. I'm not sleeping with him, but I can let him know he's desirable by flirting with him, eye contact, flirty texts, touching, appropriate touching. I can let him know that I'm into him. I desire him, and men need this. They need to be validated in that way. They need to know that, she's into me, she likes me, she desires me. And again, ladies, if you're not married, you don't have to go all the way, or if you're not in a relationship, you don't have to go all the way, but there are other ways you can let a man know that you want him and desire him, okay? But men like this, and some of you ladies need to learn how to flirt. You need to learn how to flirt better. So that's really the summation of this, is just flirting. Flirt with him, the language you use, the tone in which you speak, the volume, all of that. You're going to flirt with the man and let him know, hey, I think you're the bee's knees. Okay. Number 6, this is a big one, and I have to get on my women about this. And again, I'm only telling you what I already learned because I lived it. He does not want to be solely responsible for your happiness and fulfillment in life. Let me tell you something, ladies. Okay, I know there are different degrees that we want to spend quality time with our man. Some of us can be closer in proximity to him than others, right? Because we're different and we have different temperaments and all of that. Some ladies do need more, physical closeness. They need to be around their man more than others. But let me tell you this, he wants to make you happy, but he does not want to be the sole provider of your happiness. No one does. And no one was put on this planet to make you happy, to be the sole provider of your happiness. That's too great a weight to bear. You've got to get a life. You've got to get your purpose. You've got to figure out what you're here to do. And you've got to have friends. You've got to have family members. If you have children, if you have pets, if you have hobbies and interests, you've got to have a full life. It's too much for a man to bear. And here's the thing. I'm going to be honest here. If a man is fully comfortable with you being up under him all the time and y'all always being together and him knowing where you are every second of the day, that man either is not on his purpose, he is not working, he is not doing what he's supposed to do, he's controlling. Like, be mindful. Be mindful of a man that needs to know where you are all the time, that's texting you all the time, calling you all the time. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your work? What are you doing with your purpose? You need to get on what it is you're supposed to be doing and stop being over here looking at what I'm doing. There is a healthy balance that we're seeking when it comes to being close, and having space. That's another podcast episode that's coming next week, okay? Being close and having space. That's a dance that we have to do. We should not be up under each other all the time, 24/7. It's too much. Because here's the thing, neither one of us can truly become our best selves doing that. We can't lean into what we're purposed to do here because we're all up under someone else. And here's the thing, the man is not your purpose, ladies. Gentlemen, the lady is not your purpose. That's not what you were put here to do. You better get something. Okay? And the same with you ladies. There's something you're put here to do. And yes, there should be a balance between how much time you spend with your man and how much time you spend with your friends, your family, your children, your pets, or doing other things. And it should not be that he is the sole, he's the sun and you're the moon rotate. No, he should be on his thing doing what he needs to do. And you should as well. And you all regularly, intentionally spend time together. Here's the thing I've always said in all of my relationships. So if ever I found myself being needy, and this used to happen when I was much younger. This was before I truly got on my purpose. This was before I knew what God put me here to do. And I was sitting around twiddling my thumbs, looking for a man to fulfill me or to fill me up or to make me feel some kind of way. This was before all of this. Okay, this is who I used to be. And I want you to really ask yourself, I'm looking to him to make me feel good. And when he's not around or his mood is bad, I feel bad. So we got to be really careful about that we're taking on the mood of our man, or if he's not buying us flowers, or if he's not doing this or that we can't be fulfilled. We're not happy. No, now here's the thing. It is best to spend intentional time. That was the thing for me. I wanted a man to just spend intentional time. And as long as he was doing that, I let him go about his business. And what that looks like is when I was in school and I had a man who was in school or working, we are going to intentionally get together 2 times a week, 3 times a week. We're going to do something. And then the rest of the time, we went off and did what we needed to do. And I was perfectly fine. It was only when I was dating a man that was not doing that, not really calling, not really texting, not really spending time with me, that I find myself leaning in, getting needy, wanting to see him all the time, wanting to call him, wanting to text him. And here's the reality of that situation. I needed to go about my business. That's what I finally figured out. Any man that is not making the time or spending intentional time, I go about my business. I go about my business. I don't lean in on him. I don't make him do anything. I go about my business. I find someone else that wants to do that, or I lean into my purpose or what it is I'm here to do. But I don't lean on him harder. I don't keep going forward and he's going back. I don't do that. I'm over it. Either we're going to spend time together intentionally, or I need to find someone else who can, or lean further into my purpose. That's it. But see, I didn't realize that then. So then it created this needy person in me, this person who was like, please spend time with me. Please spend time with me. What are you doing? How come you haven't called? And this and that. No, not anymore. I get gone. Okay, bye. I keep going. And that's what I want you all to do. Have a life. Have things that you're purposed to do. Have things that you're passionate about. And then spend intentional time with your guy. And only when he is not doing that, only when it appears that days and weeks and months are passing, you can have a conversation once. And then after that, you go about your business. Because clearly, this isn't your guy. This isn't your person. But he does not want to be solely responsible for your happiness and fulfillment in life. That's your job, not his job. Okay? That feels like a weight around his neck. Just thinking about, man, I got to go over here and I got to try to make her happy and do this and do that. It's too much. It's too much. All right. Number 7, he wants to be with a feminine woman, a feminine energy woman. The polarity. Okay. Dare I say it? It's the polarity that pulls a man in. Ladies today think that if they Do what a man does. Act like a man acts. Going out here and having sex on the first date. No. That is, no thank you. He's not interested. You got these unhealthy, feminized men who like that. You got these F-boys who like that. You got these men that mean you no good. They love all that. But when you're talking about a healthy, masculine man, a strong, consistent, decisive, mature man, no, he's not interested in that. He doesn't want a woman out here, doing what he does and sleeping. No, he wants quite the opposite of that. It's the polarity that pulls him in. Soft, sweet, open, receptive, creative, feeling. That's what he's after. He wants something different than what he is. That is the key. He wants to be with a feminine energy woman. And again, this is the fastest way to find out what kind of man you got. Lean into your feminine. I had a man just today send me a 3-page text about why I hadn't called him and why I hadn't reached out to him and why I hadn't texted him. And is the man supposed to do all the hard work and the heavy lifting? I mean, it went on and on. And then at the end, he had the audacity to say, well, he didn't care. He didn't care if I didn't, or it's been months and months, but I don't really care. Wow, that's a lot of words for someone who does not care. That's a lot of care. And at the end of the day, no thank you. I am not interested in a feminized man. I'm not interested in a man who does not want to be in his masculine, who does not want to be in that role and maintain that role, which is I am the pursuer, I'm the hunter. I know what I want. I go after it. I'm brave enough to go after it. That's my guy. If you need me to do all the heavy lifting, why? I can't be man enough for you and me. So no, thank you. But that's how you're going to find out. A man has to move towards you. You move towards him. He moves towards you. That's the dance. That's the waltz. And ladies, I'm not asking men to just constantly pursue, and you're not open and receptive. The key to this is being open and receptive. Every time a man calls me, I am open and receptive. How are you? It feels good to hear from you. What's been going on? See, that's my role. But don't flip the script, fellas. Don't try to ask me why I'm not calling you, why I'm not texting you. Why? No, we're done. We're done. I'm staying on my side of the street. That's what feels good to me. Okay? I know that most healthy masculine men want a feminine woman. All right? It's quite the responsibility. But let me tell you, the end result is amazing. It is amazing. Okay? Number 8. This is a big one too. This might be way up there with respect and acknowledged, appreciated. To listen to what they say and listen not just to respond, okay, but to understand, to listen to what they say. So I read a study that talks about how men take 15 to 23 seconds to respond to a question, to a request, to a comment. 15 to 23 seconds. That's how long, ladies, that you must be quiet, be patient, and allow him to fill that space that you're leaving, right? Leave a gap of space, leave some space there, and give him time to fill it. But on top of that, be an active listener. Like really listen. Oh, let me tell you, number 8 is the hard one for me. I can own it. It's really hard. 8 is hard. It's also hard for me not to interrupt. I've been told this by a few men, and it is definitely my work in progress. I'm working so hard on this one right here. But do not interrupt. Listen to understand, not just to jump back and respond. One of the active listening skills that I learned in, the communication classes that I've taken is to paraphrase back what the person said. So what I hear you saying is, or what it sounds to me like you're saying is, so basically you're saying, and then kind of, repeat back, summarize what they've said. Am I right? Yeah, that's it. And then, if you really want to step your game up, ladies, this is a hard one, but I've been practicing it. I've been practicing it lately. Well, may I respond? I actually ask that. May I respond to what you've stated? May I respond to your feelings, your thoughts, and your opinions? Well, sure, go ahead. And then I start to respond. If I am interrupted, I will say, was there something you weren't finished telling me? You're interrupting, and I want you to give me kind of the same space that I gave you. But yeah, this is mine. I can own all of this. I struggle with listening, active listening, not cutting people off. I struggle with this. I can own it. And so this is my work to do, but they really want us to listen. And they want to say, this is another one. Oh man, this is another one. They want you to listen without defensiveness. Stop being so defensive. Stop being so defensive. And again, I'm right there with you all. This is me all day. I will take something he's saying, and he may be just saying a general comment or opinion, and I will somehow make it about me. Right? It's got to be about me. Well, I'm not like that. I don't do that. And it's not about me. It is not about me. Okay? And I'm now, when the conversation starts, the first thing I say is, this is not about me. This is not about me. I'm going to keep it on this person. It's not about me. I have to remind myself that over and over. It is not personal, and it's not about me. But the defensiveness, the rah-rah, remember we talked about that earlier? And the, just being a good active listener, responding with the objective of just trying to understand, making sure that you gain clarity from what he said. And asking, may I respond? Okay? You'll get so much farther with this. Trust and believe, but I am still working on it. I'm right there with you all. I'm still struggling with this one. Number 9, to be encouraged and supported. So let me clarify, okay? If you were like me back in high school, I was a cheerleader, right? I was a cheerleader, dated captain of the football team. And so that's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to be a cheerleader. I'm asking you to be loving and encouraging and supportive with words. I do not want you giving money or any other financial support. I do not want you doing or over functioning. That's not what I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about babysitting his children. I'm not talking about picking them up from school. I'm not talking about pet sitting his dog when he goes away. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about encouraging and supporting him in his endeavors. If he has problems, you listen and you really give him the space to solve those problems. You don't solve those problems. You allow him the space to find solutions to his problems. You don't overfunction, give and do, bend yourself backwards to do, he has all these problems. He needs this, he needs that, Nope. You allow him the space to figure out the solution to his own problems. And you are supportive in that endeavor. Okay? So we're not going to solve his problems with money. We're not going to solve his problems with a whole lot of acts of service, especially initially. Now, once you're in a committed relationship, maybe here and there. Once you're married, you're married. So that's what y'all do. But even then, I allow a man, even one that I'm married to figure out solutions to his problems. And I am supportive and loving and patient in that process. That's it. Number 10, this is also a big one. And dare I say it, I do struggle with this sometimes. It depends on the man. But number 10 is to trust them. They want their woman to trust them. And that just looks like, whatever you think. That sounds amazing. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I'm going to defer to you on this one. What do you think we should do? Right? All of those statements really show that you trust him. And remember the number one, which is, well, it was number two, but it should have been number one, which was respect. When we respect a man, we trust him. And here's the thing, there is no truly healthy, loving relationship without trust. So this is another one, ladies, that if you don't trust your man or can't trust your man or he's done something to break the trust and is not actively working on repairing the trust, if you just won't trust him, leave him. Leave him alone, because you all will never have a truly healthy, happy, long-term relationship. There is no such thing. There must be trust there. And it's not perfect. It's not this perfectly unbroken, nothing bad has ever happened. Things will happen, and hopefully he's doing what he needs to do to regain the trust. And that's really it. We want a man to be perfect, where at the end of the day, he's just trying to be better. That will save you so much heartache right there. Stop expecting the man to be perfect and ask yourself, is he getting better? That's it. But you must have trust between you. You must trust him. He must trust you. I've dated men that they didn't trust women. And I was like, well, bye. This is ridiculous. This relationship is over. I can't even believe you said that. You don't trust me. You don't trust people. You don't trust women. Then don't be in a relationship with one, because you're never going to have a truly healthy relationship. Healthy relationships are built on trust. And so, yeah, any man telling me that, it's a red flag. It's like, I don't go any further. I can't be with someone who doesn't trust me and that I don't trust. Not fully. I can have a fake, shallow, surface relationship, but y'all know me. I'm not interested in that at all. I would much rather be by myself and be ecstatically happy than be in a relationship that was not real, was not genuine, and was not connected. So you need trust, and you need to trust your man. And like I said, if something has happened that has broken the trust, work on regaining the trust. Okay? Tell him what needs to happen for you to trust him again. And then you just do it. You just do it. There is no perfect formula, or you're going to wake up one day and feel like doing it. You just do it. You have to walk it out. But those are the 10 things based on all of my research, my personal and clinical research, that I believe men really want from their woman. Those are the 10. If you have comments, please leave them below. I am so curious to hear your comments, especially the guys. I'm actually going to send some guys to this podcast episode because I want you to listen and give me your comments. Let me know what you think about these 10 things. Is there something you would have added? Please let me know. Now, again, we're talking about healthy, masculine men, good men. We're not talking about, red pill guys or the feminized men, the betas. We're not talking about them. We're talking about men who are good, healthy, masculine men. This is what I have known to be true. And ladies, so now if you are in a relationship, if you are married, if you are dating, I want you to, really ask yourself, wow, am I doing all 10 of these? Or some of these? Which ones can you work on? Remember, number 8, listening, active listening without being defensive. That's mine. That's my cross to bear that I'm working on every single day. But work on it. If there are things on this list that you are not giving your man, I want you to work on it. That's it. I don't think anybody's blowing out all 10. I mean, there may be a few ladies out there, but work on it. Work on it and see if you can get a little bit better. It's baby steps. I know it is for me. Sometimes I have to practice with my son. I have to practice with my dad. I just have to practice with every man on the one that I struggle with. So I want to thank you so much for listening to today's podcast episode. I am going to release a bonus podcast episode this week and maybe next week, because I'm going to be going on vacation soon. So I want you to have at least 2 or 3 episodes to listen to while I'm gone. But I am going on a much needed vacation very soon. So thank you so much for listening. And as always, stay open to love. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. If you are enjoying this podcast, please leave me a 5-star rating and review. Your ratings and reviews help me to continue to bring you more great content. Head on over to YouTube and check out the Better Love Movement channel. There's more video content there, and you can subscribe to be notified when a new video is posted. If you have a question that you would like to have answered on the podcast or in a YouTube video, please send it to me at info@betterlovemovement.com. You can also connect with me directly on the Magnify app to have your dating and relationship questions answered. That's MAGNIFI, and it's available on iOS and Android. You get your first 5 minutes for free. So give me a call and let's chat.